on the limelight here. Can you give us your spiel on who you are and your views on Matador?
Yeah, no, it's great to be here today back in Sydney, and first time back in Australia after 3 years, so it's good to see travel after the pandemic. And great to just be here, part of a great name with Matador Mining. As Ian said, I've had 10 years of experience here with Oceania Gold, global company with an ASX, TSX listing, so dual listed company. Started off in investor relations and sort of grew into the strategy, M&A, and investor relations portfolio for the company. And Oceania had some very good success, some very strong shareholders, global shareholders, heavy focus in North America as well as Europe. My background is I'm an engineer. That's what I graduated from years ago now, and started my career off in the oil and gas industry. Worked with one of the largest companies in Canada, I think the largest oil and gas pipeline company that branched out into renewable energy, was part of a team that was looking to grow a new business for the company before moving on to consulting, which then led to my opportunity in the mining industry and with Oceania specifically. So it's a career that's focused heavily on commercial, looking in strategy, M&A, and more recently investor relations. Okay. And so last year I received a phone call about an opportunity with Matador Mining. I'd heard about Matador Mining as one of my former bosses had moved over there as a director. I quickly looked at who was behind the story, because for me to make a change, I wanted to be part of something that's of substance, a real project with real opportunity to create value, not just for stakeholders where the project is, but also for shareholders, given my focus has heavily been on shareholder wealth creation. Mm-hmm. And so I saw that Ian Murray was the chairman of Matador. I had never met Ian before, but his reputation preceded him with the success that he's had at Gold Road. Gold Road was a company that a lot of people had sort of followed, especially mid-tier producers looking for growth. And so although I didn't have the privilege of having met Ian prior to that, I felt like I already knew him and saw his journey through that story. Mick Wilkes is the Oceania executive that I worked for. Nikki Adshadbell I'd known for 10 years, initially as an investor, but also just as a professional within the mining industry. And then Justin Osborne, I didn't know at all. It took 1 or 2 phone calls to realize that Justin is highly regarded in the mining industry, one of the top exploration geologists on the planet, and obviously behind the Gold Road success. So that for me was a big box ticking exercise, that the team behind this story was one of the best, and frankly one of the best boards I've seen for a junior exploration company. And then doing a deeper dive in terms of the opportunity and the project itself. Newfoundland is very topical, especially in Canada. There's been a lot of focus, a lot of attention, and certainly a lot of activity on the island in Newfoundland. So that piqued my interest as well. And doing a deeper dive and looking at what the potential was for Matador, it is one of only 4 companies with an existing resource and sitting with one of the largest land tenements or land packages on the island on the same structure as a 5 million ounce deposit in Marathon Gold. So from a nearology perspective, again, the opportunity was quite interesting. And as I went through that process with the board, with Ian, meeting others on the team, we've got some very strong exploration geologists in Warren Potma, a very strong management team, and a very strong team on the ground. It ticked a lot of boxes, and the opportunity, from a geological perspective, was highly enticing. So from my perspective, I wasn't going to make a move from Oceania Gold into just anything. It had to be something that had a real potential of becoming something special, sort of what the analogy that I have is Gold Road. So to find something similar to that Gold Road story, the success they had there.